Sheryl Penner. Sheryl. The award-winning, yes. Cannot forget that.
Thank you.
So what was the award for? You got that for, was the ice diving?
Yeah, I believe the letter came from an ice diving student that we had out this
February.
February, yes. Yeah. It was a great group. There were four students and 3 dive masters and 1 instructor and lots of fun.
Now, we had lots of people out there, because Banff is such an international place, from all over the world looking at the Canadians jumping in this water going, what the heck are you doing? What makes ice diving kind of cool?
It's a whole different world underneath ice. The water's clear, it's bluer, you get to sit on the underside of the ice and play with bubbles. It's like playing in oil. It's quite amazing. It really is.
What made you take the plunge to become a professional scuba diver?
I actually only took the Dive Master course because I wanted to improve my skills. I didn't want to teach, oddly enough, but I wanted to become better. I wanted to become more confident and more relaxed while I was diving. So.
Now, tell me about the Rescue Diver course. That is one of those courses that people keep saying, yeah, that was an amazing course. That was a turning point for a lot of people in their diving career. How did it impact on your career?
It made me realize a few things about scuba diving that it kind of brought them home, and how it's fun, but there's a serious side to it too. And I've realized some limits, some personal limits, and you always need to know those when you're diving. And I've learned how to deal with those and maybe get better at some things. And then I took the Dive Master and got better at some things. And yeah, it was a good course, and it's one of my favorite courses to help out now as a Dive Master.
Now, I understand you do a lot of West Coast diving as well too. Yeah. Maybe you can tell everybody, maybe somebody hasn't been to the West Coast, what's it like out there?
The West Coast is amazing. You probably heard Randy talk quite a bit about all the sea life out there. You go down and there's just life everywhere. They tell you that you have to control your buoyancy because if you don't, there's nothing to grab onto. There's too much life covering that rock wall. You take your flashlight, not because you need to see, but because it brings out the color and everything. There's orange and purple and blue, and there's starfish, and oh, it's amazing. I love it. I
did some video out on a West Coast dive trip that we did, and I was so focused on this one nudibranch, and I was just focusing on this with my camera. And then when I got back and looked at the footage on my editor, the whole rock that the nudibranch was on was moving because of all the life. There's things sticking. It's just absolutely amazing. And my wife Ginny, who's going to be coming up here soon, she had an encounter with an octopus. We figured it was a teenage male octopus who was interested in her. Anyway, she just went down, and I'm videotaping this, and she stuck out her hand, and the octopus reached out with one tentacle and just started feeling her up. I stuck out my hand. He didn't. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So he knows which side of the bread his butter is on, definitely. All right, Sheryl, thank you very much for sharing that with us. Thank you.